Hi, I'm Mariah Shimatsu, the owner of Movement First Wellness. I'm here today to show you some ways that you can do soft tissue or massage at home. I'm a big believer in soft tissue work, whether it be from a chiropractor, a massage therapist, a physical therapist, or doing it yourself at home with different tools. Having regular soft tissue work can help you reduce the tension and the strain in the muscles. It can help you optimally perform, and it can just feel really good and be a stress reliever. So let's get started. Different tools that I love to use at home are tennis balls and a trigger point hook. These are two very affordable tools that I think everybody should own. There's other types of massage balls, so a lacrosse ball is a lot harder, and if you're new to soft tissue work, I recommend starting with that tennis ball. It's also a lot cheaper. There's also little points on them, so they can be a little bit more intense and get into those deep tissue areas as well. Another one of my favorite tools is a peanut, and this I'll show you how to use for spinal alignment and opening up the thoracic spine. Another great tool to have is a foam roller. This is my travel size foam roller, so this is easily packs into a suitcase, and then as you can see, I just put my balls inside there, so it's a great tool to travel with. More traditionally, you probably are used to seeing a large foam roller. So I'm going to break down today different ways to use each tool. So when doing soft tissue work at home, the best place to start is on the floor. So I'm going to demonstrate first a simple exercise using a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you could also roll up towels and use in this long position. This is a really simple exercise. You're going to start with your hips at the base of the roller, making sure your head is supported on the roller as well. So it's along the spine, and just start with your arms, palms facing up, nice and up above the head, and you're just going to let gravity do the work here. So you're going to just slowly let gravity kind of pull your arms down towards the floor, opening and expanding the chest. You may start to feel some knots along the shoulder blades and spine, moving and releasing, and you're just going to very, very, very slowly start to let those arms circle out. When you find a point that you feel is nice and tight, or intense, we'll call it, you're going to kind of stop and hold on there for a second, letting the body open and expand, letting the tissue release, and slowly let those hands slide all the way down until they meet at the hips. So I'm going to speed this up just for the process of the video. So this is a great way to expand and open the chest. Let those shoulders roll back, aligning with the ears where they're supposed to be instead of rounding forward from our desk posture, our working posture. And then you're going to repeat and just let those arms start to slide, staying on the ground if possible, gravity doing its job again, all the way up until they're reaching above the head. So you're going to do this anywhere from 3 to 5 rounds down and up, and just let your body kind of melt into that foam roller. And then from there, we're going to move off the roller. Again, you can use rolled up towels, and you're going to bring it right to the base of the shoulder blades. Hands behind your head to support, and you're going to start to extend, reaching the head towards the floor, opening up that thoracic spine. Elbows are going to try to fall open as well, still expanding the chest, and just kind of hold on here. You can always move the roller up and down a little bit to find a spot that feels better for you and your body. But you're just starting to open up and extend and get those natural curves of the spine that we lose, again, from sitting at the desk or working postures. So another way you can go here is you can kind of start to roll, so dropping one elbow, lifting the other, getting a little bit more into the side body or into those lats. Perfect. And then after you've done the thoracic spine, we're going to roll down. So again, you're going to do these anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes or 3 to 5 series so that you're at the base of your hips here. So I love to just start and kind of let my hips fall, try to let my pelvis untuck and be heavy so my tailbone is kind of falling off the other side of the roller, releasing that tension through the SI joints. And then you can always work on bringing one knee up and seeing how that feels, bringing both knees up, rolling a little more side to side, across. So soft tissue work is really about exploring the kinks and pains in your body Everybody is very unique and very different. And so you're going to feel different pressure points. So dropping those knees by keeping the feet on the floor side to side, rolling a little bit more back, seeing if that feels better, letting your hips hang off a little bit more, getting a bigger tilt through that pelvis. And just kind of let the body reposition itself into a natural homeostasis state. So again, foam rollers are great to have at home. You can use these for the spine. We're going to work on opening up the lats with them as well. So coming onto your side here, putting the foam roller right on the base of the shoulder blade. Arm is going to extend out, and you're going to reach that top arm back and forward. So you're going to just kind of use your body to move back and forth, opening up those lat muscles. Knees are stacked on top, hip is on the floor here. So this is another area that people tend to be very tight from that working position. And of course you would repeat that on both sides. And then you're going to also just kind of roll from the armpit down to about the bottom of the rib cage and back. So again, we're just kind of opening up the lats, opening up that thoracic spine and spine, chest, and kind of repositioning into a better posture. Hi, I'm going to show you the different areas that are going to be really good to focus on when doing soft tissue work at home using just a tennis ball. So the areas that I like to focus on are the hips and the glutes, because they tend to be really tight, the hip flexors from sitting. Other areas are kind of that thoracic spine, shoulders and lats, the chest, and then let's not forget about how important our feet are. We use them all day, and we kind of forget that they need to be loosened up as well. So I'm not going to stay on any of these positions very long. I recommend that you do all the different areas, probably anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes before moving on, and just explore what your body needs. But I'm going to start with my feet. So if you do have a ball that has little bony spines on it, those work a little better under the feet because there's a lot of soft tissue here. But a tennis ball and just rolling out the arch into the heel right underneath the ball of your foot is a great place to start. And you can go from there, and you can even use it into the more of the Achilles and up into the calf. So I'm just taking this ball, kind of bracing my body with my upper body. Bracing my body with my upper body and rolling through those muscles. And so you can go from the calf. We're going to kind of just work our way all the way up. So getting into the IT band if you're a cyclist or a runner. So I'm going to turn so that I'm pushing my IT band into this tennis ball. Again, bracing my body, using my upper body to kind of lift. Oh yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. It's a little tight. And kind of roll through those areas. So you can do the same thing if you wanted to stay on the hamstring or the quad. And then you want to work your way up into the hip. So the hip tends to be really tight, and you want to get all the angles. So you could start on your side here and kind of that TFL or glute med. When you come into your hip flexor, I'm going to switch sides so you can see that. You want to open your knee, turning it out, place that ball right inside the iliac crest here, and kind of just press into that hip flexor, gently finding where it's tight for you, and that motion, maybe a small little rock back and forth. And then coming back onto your glutes. So placing that ball right along the top of those glutes, base of your spine, and kind of rolling through there. Kind of rolling down into the meatier, fleshier area of the glutes, and you can keep your legs straight. You could cross it over. So again, your body with this tennis ball and getting into those soft tissue areas. Then we're going to start to work our way up the spine. So just taking it one side of the spine off the bone, and you're going to start to roll. So here I'm kind of lifting my hips by pushing my feet into the floor so I can rock back and forth, finding that area that works for me. And then you're going to work your way up one side of the spine, moving that 1 inch as you move up until we get up towards the thoracic and the shoulder. So just kind of work your way. Add some motion in through the limbs, so how we move the legs, move those arms, rock back and forth. Roll even on the shoulders into those lats. opening up the lats, using your body to find different positions that really feel good to you. And then after we get through the shoulders on the back side, we're gonna work them down on the front side. So we're gonna take that little tennis ball and place it underneath our shoulder here, and laying on the floor, you can just extend your arm, opening up that chest. That pec major and minor tend to be really tight. If it doesn't work great on the floor, you can always find a door jamb that you can reach your arm in as you press the door or the wall into your shoulder here. So the tennis ball is a great at-home massage tool that you can use, super affordable, and just explore with it. You can't really go wrong with it. So I just encourage you to get down and explore. Another great tool to use is called a peanut. And this is really nice for the spine because it's like a tennis ball. So you have the two ball points, but it has this dip in the middle. So you can actually put this along your spine on the floor. And again, you're staying off those bony areas, but you can really open up the spine. So this is a fantastic one for the thoracic spine, where a lot of us tend to be really tight or experience scoliosis or kyphosis. So you're gonna just kind of place that there, lay back on it, let yourself adapt to that position for a little bit, and then you're gonna start to add in some arm motions. So you can just start with cactusing your arms, elbows are bent, reaching them up, and see how that feels. You can again slide those arms down and up. My favorite one here is kind of starting with one arm down, one arm up. This is fantastic if you're a runner because it works bilateral positions of the thoracic spine. And then you're gonna just kind of slowly rotate the opposite arm up and the opposite arm down. And so you wanna, again, stay kind of on each vertebrae of the spine for anywhere for 1 to 2 minutes. And then you're gonna kind of roll, repositioning that peanut underneath a different area of the spine. And again, take some arm positions, whether it be up and down, whether it be cactusing those arms. One arm reaches up, and a rotational pattern as the other arm reaches down. So we're exploring what feels good here for you to release those muscles and that soft tissue and reposition our body back into a better alignment. So again, this tool is called a peanut. So it's another pretty inexpensive tool that's nice to have at home. You can also use this on the thighs, and it tends to work really well for IT band and thigh release as well. The last tool I'm going to show you is called a trigger point therapy hook. So it looks like a hook. There's a lot of different variations of this. They pretty much have these little knobs on the end. And then what you do with them is you're going to hook them around your body, so different points that we can find, and you're just going to kind of use those little balls on the end to dig in. You want to, again, try to stay off the bony points of your body, so not directly on the spine or the shoulder blade, but you can place this right along those areas and really get into some tight muscles. So these are great, I think, for a lot of the back. So there's two different ones. One's a little bit bigger angle to get around some of the bigger points. You can create motion with it. So if you see how I'm twisting here to kind of add some movement into that soft tissue work. You could use these on some different areas of the body. So you could use them along the IT band and dig into that muscle there. You can definitely use them to still get into the lat area, and along the shoulder blades, probably some of the best positions to use this one in. This is a great tool to have kind of sitting at your office. It helps you, one, you're going to sit up nice and tall when you use it, and two, just get into those areas that tend to be really tight from our working posture. So again, a trigger point therapy hook. Those are our tools that we can use at home for soft tissue release.